Hey Spartans, I'm Kaylee Kasuba. While we won't be airing an actual SPTV this week, we do have some announcements we needed to share. There's a mandatory meeting for all Club Exec Board members today after school in room 2212. Also, the club showcase will be next Wednesday during first period in the Olympic Gym. This Friday is the first home football game of the year, as well as our first pep assembly. We do still have 2 Spirit Days remaining. Tomorrow is Skyline Represent Day. And Friday will be a blackout, both at school and for the football game. Hey class of 2020, listen up. There's a freshman tailgate before the game on Friday just for you 2020ers. Here are the details. The tailgate will start at 5:30 in the staff parking lot by the gym. Attendance is free, and more importantly, there will be free pizza. You heard right, free pizza. Speaking of Friday Night Lights, many of you have noticed that the stadium is still under construction, but we will be able to use the new stands. With the improved stadium seating, we will be starting some new seating traditions for the Spartan faithful. Did you know that the plans for the new stadium were put into action 4 years ago? A task force of coaches, admin, students, and community members toured dozens of stadiums to find the right fit for the Spartans. Here's a message from our ASB president, Alex Elevathingle.
Hey Spartans, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quickly about the new student section seating in our stadium. I wanted to start off by saying I get it. I totally understand that some of us may be reluctant to try a horizontal student section. I mean, so was I at first. But I think it's really important to look at the big picture. It's important to understand how much time, money, and effort has been put into making the amazing new stadium we are blessed to have. The stadium was designed with the goal of unifying students and giving people an opportunity to be closer to the game. So this is something that we have to realize. We are so lucky to have such a stadium and such a wonderful community around us. So it shouldn't really matter in the slightest where we sit. I know that there have been traditions for seating arrangements in the past, but the past is the past. We as Skyline students should always be looking to change to include as much of the student body as possible. Change can often entail a few bumps in the road, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try. This year, we are trying to build our own unique legacy, and that means not everything has to stay exactly the same. So what if there have been vertical stands before us? The way we sit at football games should not define the spirit and love we have for the school. I know that together as a student body, we can use our efforts and try to make some actual positive change within the school. At the end of the day, the decision has been made for the first game. So I ask that this Friday, we come out to the game, not with our hearts set on sitting vertically, but rather with the desire to make the best student section Skyline has ever seen. Thanks, guys.
The entire lower section of the railing is reserved entirely for students. You will not need a wristband to get into the section, but you should still get there early to snag a good spot. The ASB gate will open at 5:30. Bring your ASB card to get in for free. We will be using the old concessions and the old bathrooms, so plan accordingly. This year we are trying to bring back the fight song. It occurred to us that not many people know it. Well, look no further. Feel free to sing along with your class.
1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go Spartans, hustle along. Skyline will carry the day. Spartan spirit cannot go wrong. Fight till we win is the way we play. Silver and green and white keep on striving. Victory always at hand. Never give up, the fight will be thriving. Winning is what we demand. Onward Skyline, show them your pride. Let nothing stand in our way. Show them Skyline can't be denied. Spartans have spirit to win today.
That was perfect! Teachers, keep this video on hand to quiz your students on the lyrics. This Friday, we'll also kick off our 20th anniversary celebrations with our first pep assembly, as well as a tribute at halftime. None of us were actually alive when the school was built, but Earthly says it was a magical time. Here's a quick peek at what was going on in 1997. Looks awesome. You can expect some more throwback videos this year on SPTV. Those are all the announcements we have for this week. We'll be back next Wednesday with our first episode of SPTV. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SPTV Skyline. That's it. Go Spartans!